Vengeance, Episode 2, The Pit. The wagon had one window, just large enough to let air in, just small enough to remind him it was not a door. He sat in the darkness and did not waste the time on anger. Anger was for people who had not decided yet. He had decided. Everything between this moment and the end of the Mayonan Empire was simply distance to be covered.
Visenya, give me patience. Give me the clarity not to act now, when acting now would end everything before it begins. Ya, the dead are watching. Tell them I have not forgotten. This wagon is not surrender. This is proximity. I intend to collect.
The wagon stopped. He heard the crowd before he saw anything. Thousands of people, more people than he had seen in his entire life combined, pressed into one place, making one sound. He steadied himself. The door opened. The slave market. He did not look at the ground. He looked at the faces, the buyers, the guards, the spectators who had come to watch the transaction the way others watched entertainment. He read them all, stored them, filed every sneer, every carnal look, every indifferent glance. They stripped him. He stood there, hungry, humiliated, planning, and let them look.
Every face, every hand that touches me, every man who sneers. I am not here. I am already past this moment. What they see is not me. What they see is the distance I am willing to cover to get to them.
A regally dressed man approached, spoke to the auctioneer, pointed at Darius. A chest of silver coins changed hands without negotiation, as if the price had already been decided before he arrived. He was separated from the others, surrounded by guards, led to a wagon. The arena was called the Pit. He understood immediately why. There was nothing elevated about it. No honor, no ceremony beyond the performance of ceremony. Just sand and walls and the particular smell of blood that had soaked into stone so deeply it had become part of the architecture. He was given a cell, bars on every side, a bucket, dirty hay, a tunic, rope for a belt, sandals.
They think this is humbling. They have mistaken the vessel for the man inside it.
A well-dressed man explained the terms in his own language. Fight, win your freedom. He nodded once. He had no intention of simply winning his freedom. He had an intention considerably larger than that. But he nodded once and said nothing, because saying nothing was the correct move, and he was a man who knew which move was correct. The weapons room had everything he needed. Greaves, bracers, a spear, a mace. He took his time selecting, tested the weight of each weapon the way a man tests something he will trust with everything. Satisfied, he turned toward the gate. The roar of the crowd hit him like weather. 24 warriors, all armed, all experienced. All with the particular stillness of men who had survived the thing they were about to do more than once. The closest attacked immediately. A two-handed slash aimed at his head. He dodged it, countered with the mace against the knee. The cripple, then the spear. He did not watch the others die around him. He moved through the arena with the efficiency of someone who had grown up hunting things that could hunt back. No performance, no acknowledgement of the crowd. Just the assessment of threat and the removal of threat, one at a time until the threats were gone. 3 more lives ended with the ease of breathing. Then he met a challenge. The man had an axe and a spiked shield. Good combination. Dangerous in close range. Designed to make you afraid of getting near it. Darius got near it. When it was over, he stood in the center of the arena, breathing hard but not showing it. He allowed himself one scan of the crowd, not for acknowledgement, but for information. And that is when he saw them, the man and the woman, standing in the imperial box to be introduced, the pampered announcer's voice carrying their names over the crowd. Bacchus Caesar, Penelope Argomenes. He read them both in 1 second. The woman, her beauty was deliberate, deployed, something calculated in the placement of it, but her eyes were wrong for her smile, the eyes of someone carrying a plan. The man, older, a potbelly where there had once been something harder. The woman beside him placed like a display piece, his pride, his insecurity, worn for everyone to see.
So, that is the empire. An old man wearing a young woman like a medal. Good. Men who wear their insecurity out loud make mistakes.
He filed them both, stored them, looked away. He had work to do. He walked to the gate. Behind him, the chant had already started. He did not hear it. He was already thinking about what came next.
If you want to know what comes next, subscribe. I will still be here.